The worst picks of the week. That's the name of the show.
Yeah, we're gonna do this every week.
Welcome to the worst picks of the week with Kevin Clark. I'm Kevin Clark. The goal here is to lose money. I feel like I got there, but it was maybe the hardest week we've had in the worst picks extended universe. When we have a worst picks Hall of Fame, I feel like the absolute first selection of the first ballot is the Buffalo Bills. This is for Roto World. The Bills begin their average drive down by 10 points. The average third down that the Bills have had this year, the average distance to go is 9.3 yards. The reason that the line is only 3 is because the Bills had this weird week 2 weeks ago where they beat the Vikings. They shellacked the Vikings. I don't think that happened. The further I get from it, I now just don't think it happened. Are you familiar with the Mandela effect? I have very few rules in life. One of them is, if you get flicked off by your best player, you're a worst pick in the world. Seattle +7. The Seahawks lose their best defensive player. He was grading out Earl Thomas as the best player on the defensive side of the ball in the league. And the Rams have less 3-and-outs than they do games played. They have 3 3-and-outs and they've played 4 games. That should not happen. Jacksonville +3 as the worst pick in the world is a pro-Chiefs pick, not an anti-Jaguars pick. The top 5 scoring offenses in the league are 17-3 right now. I know that A.J. Boye hasn't given up a regular season touchdown in, 700 snaps? He's really good. Jalen Ramsey, really good. That defensive line, really good. Patrick Mahomes, absolutely f***ing awesome. Patrick Mahomes is a minor deity. I'm going to pick Patrick Mahomes having an offensive explosion until he doesn't do it. And at this point, I don't trust Blake Bortles to hang with him. A lot going on in the sports world, but nothing is bigger than the premiere of A Star Is Born. To break down all of the things around it is Juliet Litman. Juliet, come on out. A Star Is Born is going up against Venom. A Star Is Born is projected to make $30 million. Venom is projected to make...
Can you say that in a Dr. Evil voice?
I cannot. Venom is expected to make $61 million. We're just gonna do straight over-unders.
Okay.
Star Is Born, over or under $30 million.
I think over. However, I think that the fans here at The Ringer are overstating how much it'll be over.
I totally agree with you. The worst pick in the world for A Star Is Born is under $30 million. Venom, $61 million. This one's tough because there's just a lot of comic book stands out there.
I know. As Page 6 told us, it's an absolute disaster. So you won't be seeing it because you think it's gonna be like a masterpiece like the Avengers, but I do feel like people who are into the Marvel culture need to see all of it. But I'm gonna
say... That gets you 50, I think.
I was gonna say 57. I'm gonna go
57?
Slide under. If you want the worst pick in the world, pick over $61 million for Venom at the box office this weekend. Is Spider-Man 3 like the worst superhero movie of all time, other than Venom?
What about the Hulk?
I loved the Hulk with Eric Bana. F you, I loved it.
To recap, Bills +3. Come on, the Bills? Seattle +7. Could have used Earl Thomas. Jaguars +3, worst pick in the world. I love the Jacksonville Jaguars, but the Chiefs are just too good. Under $30 million, bad pick for Star Is Born. We're going way over just on, I think, Ringer buys, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just on Ringer buys.
We're contributing a cool $3 million there.
And then over $61 million for Venom, an absolute disaster. Tom Hardy cannot save a bad movie. This has been the worst picks in the world, starring Juliet Litman with Kevin Clark.